In the heart of West Africa, a new kind of revolution is rising, not with weapons, but with bricks. From dusty grounds of Mebo, Burkina Faso, is building its future, bricks by bricks, under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Burkina Faso, long exploited and underdeveloped, is taking control of its destiny. Captain Ibrahim Traoré launched the Mega Bricks initiative not just to build homes, but to build a new nation. In Mebo, natural clay deposits give rise to strong, eco-friendly bricks. These are not just construction materials, they are symbols of independence. Traoré's strategy cuts import dependency, boosts local economies, and protects the environment. More than 5,000 young people are now being trained in construction, masonry, and logistics. They are not just laborers, they are nation builders. With these bricks, Burkina Faso is building 10,000 new homes, 150 schools, and 70 clinics by 2026. They said it couldn't be done. That is a nation under siege, couldn't stand tall. But the people of Burkina Faso are proving otherwise. And Captain Ibrahim Traoré said, "We will not beg for our future, we will build it." The Mega Bricks initiative is more than infrastructure. It is a declaration that Burkina Faso will rise on its own foundation.
This is the process of revolutionizing our infrastructure that has begun. Here in Ouagadougou, I think everyone who goes around the city center already sees the very beneficial developments. I think that this morning, the members of the government chose to come here to the Faso Mebo sites. Firstly, to Zenda High School, where paving stones are produced, but also because it's truly the production center for everything necessary for carrying out these works on the ground. And now we've come to a site where the paving stones are actually being laid. The objective is to be able to pave between 3,000 and 5,000 kilometers each year in Burkina Faso, and I hope we can start the work very soon for the well-being of the Burkinabe people. It was also a desire of the government to provide our support to this presidential initiative, Faso Mebo, and also to come and encourage the teams. As you know, this is an initiative that aims to transform many things in our cities, to build roads, but one of its components involves the sanitation and beautification of our cities. This is what led to the creation of this initiative. If in the West or elsewhere in small countries that lack resources, they have paved departmental roads, there is no reason why we in Burkina Faso cannot pave our roads, especially since we have all the resources locally. That's why we decided to create this initiative, to move very quickly to build our roads, and also our highways, and to connect our different cities. Because in the context of what we are currently experiencing, the soldiers and fighters on the ground also need roads more than ever. You can ask them. Their current priority is roads, and that contributes significantly, I would say, to over 50% of the territorial reconquest. So, to support them as well, we need to build many roads. And in addition to that, whether it's our producers, our transporters, our traders, everyone needs roads. And this initiative's mission is to accomplish that. It's a vast program. This is only 1/5, I would say, of the material expected in the first phase, which is an investment of about 200 billion. The second phase will follow, which will be the paving part, and the pace will depend on what the people have wished for, because very soon we will give them an update on the situation. It's also an opportunity to convey a message to all Burkinabe, because the head of state has always said it. It is through ourselves, through our efforts, through our ingenuity, that we will overcome the challenges of Burkina Faso. So Faso Mebo is a call launched to every citizen of Burkina Faso, because we must be the builders of this country. I think the name Faso Mebo has a deep meaning. We must all rise up and each person must contribute their stone to the country's construction. It's true that today, in Ouagadougou city center, the actions are visible. But Faso Mebo is an initiative that every citizen must embrace, because everywhere, individually and collectively, we can organize ourselves in neighborhoods and cities to also undertake actions to beautify our living environment. This involves paving, sanitation, and reforesting. So, there are many actions like this that we can undertake. Therefore, it's about inviting Burkinabe, wherever they are, to stand up and also join this dynamic, because Faso Mebo sets the tone. And we expect all Burkinabe to commit to it. This is extremely important, because when we talk about a popular and progressive revolution, it's not just about slogans. Slogans are important. Beyond slogans, every Burkinabe must contribute their part so that we can transform our country, transform our cities, and transform our neighborhoods as quickly as possible. I think that in this way, we will also live up to what is expected of us in the context of this revolution that the head of state has launched, which calls every son of Burkina Faso to stand up and be an actor, not a passive witness to things. So, really, we are very honored to have received the entire governmental team who came here to show their solidarity in the actions being implemented. So, we received a substantial donation worth 15 million francs, which is roughly equivalent to 150 tons of cement. We thank the government for this gesture. We thank them on behalf of the population because, as we have always repeated, with Faso Mebo, it may be us who are at the forefront, but it is the entire people, all those who contribute to building our Faso. The essential message is that everyone in Burkina Faso, whether it's the PDS, our governors, all administrative staff, or even the general population, no one needs to wait for someone else to take the initiative to beautify. This is a model Africa can and should learn from.